Factor quadratics, a is greater than 1 with a GCF. After watching this video, I will be able to factor a quadratic expression that has a leading coefficient greater than 1. So your very first step in factoring should always be to try and figure out if there is a greatest common factor and do that first. So here I have 2, 22, and 36. Because they're all even numbers, I know that there is a GCF of at least 2. And because the first term is just 2, then I'm going to factor that out. So what is left over when we factor? We have an n squared. 22 divided by 2 is 11, and stays 36 divided by 2 is 18. So now I'm going to list the factors of the constant. So I'm going to list factors of 18. And my factors of 18 is positive, so I know either they're both positive numbers or they're both negative. Because I want it to add up to be positive 11, then they both have to be positive. So that means it has to be 2 and 9, because 2 plus 9 gives me 11. So after you do that, you want to break down the quadratic into two binomials. But this time, don't forget to bring down your GCF. So my GCF is 2, but now I'm going to break down my big trinomial into two mini binomials, break up the ends, and now I'm going to use a positive 2 and a positive 9. So this would be the answer to my factored expression. So again, remember to identify the GCF first of 4, 28, and 32. In this case, it is 4. And write whatever is left over. So there is an a squared plus 7a minus 8. And now list factors of 8. So that is 1 and 8, 2 and 4. It must give me a negative 8. So that means one of the numbers has to be negative. So I'm going to try 1 and 8. So 1 plus negative 8 gives me negative 7. And it has to add up to be a positive 7, so that doesn't work. So let's do negative 1 plus positive 8. That gives me a positive 7. So now bring down your GCF. Break up your big trinomial into two mini binomials. So now I just have a and a. And I'm going to use negative 1, positive 8. So again, this time for my next problem, notice that my leading coefficient is a negative 2. Because my leading coefficient is a negative number, I'm going to factor out the negative first. So I'm going to factor out a negative 2 and see what is left over. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is positive 1. X squared stays. Positive 30 divided by negative 2 gives me negative 15x. And then negative 100 divided by negative 2 gives me a positive 50. The reason we did the negative is so now I don't have a negative x that I have to try and factor out, because that would make the problem extremely difficult to do. So now factors of 50. Factors of 50. They have to add up to be a positive 50. Multiply to give me a positive 50, but add up to be a negative. So that means they both must be negative. So if we wanted to make them add up to negative 15, negative 5 plus negative 10 gives me negative 15. Bring down your GCF. Split up your x's into two mini binomials, and we're going to use negative 5 and negative 10. So this would be my answer. So this is a you try problem. Pause your video, try and do this problem, and then press play to see if you got the answer correct. Pause your video now. So you should have factored a 2. So x squared is left. Then we have 19 x, and then we have 90. Then we're going to list the factors of 90. Factors have to multiply to give me a positive 90 and add up to give me a positive 19. So they both have to be positive. So 9 and 10 will work. Bring down your GCF, split up into two mini binomials. So now x squared becomes two individual x's, and we are doing positive 9, positive 10. So this would have been the correct answer.